Hey friends, happy Monday to you. Happy Marketing Advice Monday. I'm so happy to be here today joining you. Oh, my headphones are all, one second. That's better. I'm so excited to be joining you all today to be talking about Psychology Today. As you may have seen, I also have a really exciting announcement here at the end of Marketing Advice Monday, so do stick around. If you are joining me live, please say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're joining from. If you're maybe catching the replay a little bit later this week, just drop a hashtag replay into the comments. That will make sure that I can see any questions you may have, address any comments that come to mind as you're watching today's session. I'm just going to wait a little bit for a couple moments for people to trickle in here. But if this is your first time joining live with me, we've had lots of new members the last couple weeks. My name's Anna Walker. I'm a marketing and web strategist who helps you market yourself in a way that's authentic and effective so that you can get booked out with clients you love and who love you. That is the basis of everything that this group is about. It's the basis of everything that I do with my clients. And Marketing Advice Monday, these lives that happen every single Monday, are all about answering some of the biggest questions around marketing for private practices, going a little bit more in depth so that you can get the skills that you need in order to grow your practice. The reason that I do what I do is because I'm actually not a therapist, which makes me a little bit unique from some of the other marketing specialists out there right now for private practitioners. But that actually is what makes me really, really powerful when it comes to the work that I do, because I'm actually a career marketer. I have been out in the industry learning about best practices, and I realized that private practitioners don't have access to some of the most important marketing methods out there. And I don't like that. I'm a fan of therapy. I'm the product of good therapy. I want you to be effective doing what you do. I think you deserve to make a living doing what you do. So I have spent months learning about what it means to be a private practitioner. I have talked to tons of different practitioners. I've looked at hundreds of websites because I have wanted to immerse myself in this space to get to know what makes you you, and to ultimately come alongside private practitioners like you as you try to grow your practice. So that's what I do. It looks like we have quite a few people here joining us. Thank you for being here. Let's dive into the 3 signs it's time to update your Psychology Today profile. Now, Psychology Today, which they're kind of different maybe from Facebook or Instagram or something like that, is actually 100% random. So when you go and search Nashville, Tennessee, for instance, or your zip code or someone's name even, the results are 100% random. They are randomized based on, all of your Nashville results or all of your zip code results, whatever that may be. So that means that as a practitioner, you can't do anything that's going to make you rank higher. That's kind of challenging and also kind of nice, because it means that the playing field is totally equal. And then if you can do some things really, really well, you can actually rise above the other practitioners, so that when your profile is shown on those first couple pages as someone goes looking for a therapist, you can actually stand out and get found by them because you've compelled them to click into your profile. You've let them know why you're so good at what you do and why you can help solve their problems, and you've compelled them to go ahead and act. So that is what a powerful Psychology Today profile can ultimately do. And it's why your profile is so important. You can't pay to rank higher. It's not just dollars. It is how good your profile is. So that is why in this group, we spend a lot of time talking about these profiles, because we want those to be really, really effective. It's an opportunity to get in front of hundreds, sometimes thousands of potential clients for a really, really low monthly fee. So we are big fans of Psychology Today in this group. And so today we're going to talk about the 3 signs it's time to update it. The one thing else that I will say before we dive into the 3 things, everything in this group, if you're new here, this might be kind of new to you, but everything we do in this group centers around the client journey. There are 3 stages of the client journey that someone must go through when they identify that they have a need in their life and they choose a therapist. There's a journey they go on between those 2 things. That journey starts with being unaware of you. They have no idea who you are. They don't even know your name. Then they become aware of you. So maybe through Psychology Today, they learn who you are. Maybe they click over into your website. Then they have to go from knowing who you are, being aware of you, to being sure of you. It's only when they reach that third point, that sure of you, that they go ahead and reach out and schedule that consultation. So when we think about marketing ourselves in this group, we always have to think about, okay, where is my client on their journey? Psychology Today is really interesting because almost always it is the very, 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 very earliest touch point in their journey. So that means that they are totally unaware of you, and it means they are totally motivated by the problem that they're experiencing. They don't care yet, hey, who's an expert, who's been practicing for 15 years? All they care about is, does someone understand my problems and can they help me solve them? So that's what a good Psychology Today profile really centers around. So the 3 signs that it's time to update it. Maybe you created one a year ago. Maybe you're just thinking about creating one and you're wondering, okay, do I need to revisit this on a regular basis? Is this a set it and forget it kind of method? The fact is that it can be, but it shouldn't be. It should be something that you are regularly revisiting, especially when you come to these 3 kind of changes in your practice. So the very first sign that it's time to update your Psychology Today profile is because your area or your niche is becoming more crowded. Now, there are hundreds of therapists graduating from grad school and opening up private practices all across the country, all across the world at this point. So chances are that your area, especially if you're in any sort of a city or a metropolitan area, is becoming more and more crowded. Now, if you are very, very niche, maybe your niche isn't getting as much, isn't getting as saturated because people just aren't specializing in what you do. But if you begin to get a sense that competition is increasing in your area, that means the number of Psychology Today profiles out there are increasing in your area. And that means you need to stand out even more. It's not just about appearing in the search results. It's about standing out among them. So if you're realizing, and maybe in the last 6 months or year, you've seen that 2019 has been kind of an explosion of therapists in your area. Maybe you're in online practice and you're realizing there are lots of other online only practices that are serving your state or that are licensed in your state. You need to give your Psychology Today profile some attention, because if you don't, if you just let it sit there and hope that people pick you and not all of these other choices that are being in front of them, you're missing an opportunity, when instead you could be rising above, you could be standing out among all of these other private practitioners, learning about what it is that makes you different from all the rest of them, calling that out and using that to connect with potential clients on Psychology Today. So that first one, if you're noticing that your area or your niche, the population that you serve, your specialty, is getting more saturated. Maybe there are more and more therapists out there doing what you do. That means that you need to take another look at your Psychology Today profile, because the noise is increasing and you need to stand out even more than before. All right, the second sign that you need to revisit your Psychology Today profile and make some updates is that you're making a pivot. Now, this probably doesn't come as too much of a surprise. Hopefully you think about this if you make any changes in your practice. But a lot of times, I'll talk to a therapist who maybe is wanting to niche down further. So maybe they're wanting to go from just serving adults to serving only men. That's a time, that's a milestone in the life of your practice that deserves revisiting your Psychology Today profile. The reason, of course, is that the further niche you are, the more focused you are, maybe you're re-niching and pivoting. Those things need to be called out in your Psychology Today profile so that you're actually attracting your ideal client. So if your ideal client is changing in any way, shape, or form, that means your profile needs to change accordingly. It needs to change in response to what it is that's changing in your practice. Maybe you're adding a service. Maybe you are adding on trauma therapy. Maybe you're adding groups, something like that. That means that should be a red flag in your mind that you need to revisit Psychology Today and make sure that it's accurately reflecting all of the awesome changes that you're making in your practice right now. So that's the second sign that you yourself are pivoting in your practice. And then the third one, this one is probably a no-brainer, but I don't see enough private practitioners do it, is if you're not getting clients. If you're paying $30 a month for Psychology Today and you're not getting results, you need to make a change now. Psychology Today and its effectiveness varies based on your niche and your area and various other factors. It's not to say that if you write a really great Psychology Today profile, you will get 100 clients a month, and if you don't, you won't. It doesn't work like that, and I know you know that. But the fact is that if you're going to be paying for this service and you're not getting clients, then something needs to change, because there are private practitioners out there that get fully booked using Psychology Today. I have worked with them myself. We have worked on their Psychology Today profile, and then I get an email 2 weeks later, hey, I'm fully booked. Should I take my Psychology Today profile down, or should I keep it up just so people know and I can have a waiting list? If that's not happening for you, there's the potential for that. And you should be working on your profile and tweaking it and testing it until you find something that works. If you're not getting clients and you're paying $30 a month for this service, something's wrong. So you should either cancel your Psychology Today profile, your subscription, your membership, which I would not suggest, or make some changes. Either or, but something needs to change, because if you're not getting clients, something's wrong. Let's do something to address it, right? So those 3 signs that you need to update your Psychology Today profile. Number 1, your area or your niche is getting more crowded or more saturated. Number 2, you're making a pivot in your practice in who your ideal client is or in the way that you serve them. And number 3, if you're not getting clients, then something needs to change, and it's time to revisit your Psychology Today profile, because you should be seeing results. I know that $30 a month might feel like a small investment. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Hopefully someone calls. But the fact is that that is still $30 a month of your hard-earned money that you should be seeing returns on. I want you to see returns on your Psychology Today profile, and it's possible. So the thing that I'm really excited to tell you about, here we are kind of nearing the end of Marketing Advice Monday today, the 3 signs it's time to update your Psychology Today profile. I'm really excited to tell you that the Private Practice Copy Shop is opening soon. The Private Practice Copy Shop is a set of templates that you can buy that are proven formulas, the same exact things that I do when working one-on-one with my clients, that you can put into action in your own practice. That's going to be things like your Psychology Today profile. There's going to be a template totally dedicated to how to write an effective profile. Your website homepage, your website about page, your specialty pages, those types of things. Because everything that we've learned in this group together and that we've kind of wrestled with, and that a lot of you have kind of had light bulb moments about, is that it's not about paying someone thousands of dollars to design you a pretty site. It's not about how many doctors you can reach out to in order to get booked out. The basis of a successful private practice is knowing what to say, where to say it, and how to say it. And that is exactly what I want to help you do. These templates, this shop, is actually going to be all of my strategy, all of the strategy that I inject into my one-on-one clients and those projects, in the truly the tens and hundreds of hours that I pour into my one-on-one projects at a fraction of the price. So you're going to get all that strategy for literally over 90% less than what I charge working one-on-one with my clients. So I hope that that sounds exciting for you. If you are a new private practitioner and you know that you don't have the money to hire an expert and do the SEO research and have them write your copy, but you know that you want to do marketing right and you want to get started on the right foot, then the Copy Shop is for you. If you're making a change and you want to know that you're talking about this change that you're making, you're re-niching and you want to make sure that you're talking about it in the right way, these templates are for you. If you're wanting to take your practice to the next level and you're ready to really start seeing results from your website, seeing results from your $30 a month on Psychology Today, these templates are for you. Therefore, everyone, and I cannot wait to make them available to you. So the announcement here, of course, is that the shop is coming. There is a wait list that was just opened today. And if you sign up for this wait list, you will receive an exclusive discount when this shop launches in the next few weeks. But the only way you can get that discount is by signing up for the wait list. I want you to know the minute that this shop is open, and I want you to get a discount on whatever templates make the most sense for your practice. So that the Copy Shop is coming, and ultimately I want you to stop wasting time on your marketing. If you don't have to be writing blog posts every week, if you can have an effective Psychology Today profile and an effective website and get booked out, I want that for you. So this is going to simplify things, and it's going to do it without you having to pay someone thousands, hundreds of dollars in order to make it happen. It's going to be all of the best strategy, proven marketing strategies that you can put into action in your own practice. So I hope you're as excited as I am. I will drop the link over in the comments. It's walkerstrategyco.com/coming-soon. I'll drop that into the comments so that you can join the waitlist. Just in the next couple weeks, I am putting the finishing touches on all of these things. They're going to be available to you soon. And I cannot wait to share them with you. If you have any questions about what this is going to entail, of course, drop them in the comments. I will continue to use this group to let you know about it. And I just really think that this is going to be the tool that you need to start seeing results in your practice without having to make a really, really large investment at this point in the life of your practice. So thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to continue to connect with you guys and keep you up to date on this really exciting new offer. If you have any questions at all, please drop them in the comments. We'll be just hanging out this evening and available to answer questions. I so appreciate all of you. I believe in all of you, and I'm rooting for all of you. And we will talk to you soon.